comes around with you in a living room. Because today is such a special day, and I just wanna celebrate with you. With you. It only comes around once a year, and I just wanna be right here. Cause it's all about you and everything that you do. We can do anything you like, anything you wanna do tonight, cause it's your birthday. We can pick out on fast food, we can get drunk on cheap booze, whatever you want, whatever you want. We can hop a plane to Tokyo, anywhere you wanna go, as long as I can be with you. It only comes around.
Awat, and welcome to the channel and welcome to another video. It is Thursday the 5th of June 2025 and we're here in beautiful Tunstall, and this is what we call WOM, Stoke-on-Trent. Stoke-on-Trent is turning 100 today, and we're going to celebrate a century since the city received its well-deserved status, honouring the rich history, the vibrant culture and the unique identity that has made Stoke-on-Trent a global name. It's going to be a year-long celebration, so it's not just today. And Stoke-on-Trent celebrations are for everyone who calls Stoke-on-Trent their WOM. Whether you've always lived here, like I have, born here, moved here, or recently made Stoke-on-Trent your home, if you are, you're a true Stokey, and this is your WOM. So in this video, costly spare a little bit of time to watch what we're going to do. We're going to take you guys to the 6 cities that make up Stoke-on-Trent. We're currently here in Tunstall, and I've decided probably the best place to start the video is here in Tower Square with a beautiful town hall. Now, Tunstall is the most northern and 4th largest of the Potteries, and it's situated in the very northwest of the city borough, with its north and west boundaries being the city limit. It stands on the ridge land between Fowley Brook to the west and Scotia Brook to the east, and some of the which go back to the date to the Middle Ages. We've got a beautiful park here called Victoria Park. Tunstall's very, very famous for Robbie Williams. First lived in Tunstall up there. We've got the beautiful baths and the fabulous town hall. And it's known for beautiful Victorian and Edwardian architecture, reflecting its prosperous past. And there you go. That is Tunstall. Join us on the next one. We're heading to Burslem. And here we are, we're in Burslem, often referred to as the mother town of Stoke-on-Trent and as known as Burslem. Famous for Arnold Bennett, Robbie Williams lived just around the corner there. We've got the famous witch of Burslem, Molly Lee. The Wedgwood Institute, which is just an absolute stunning building. Beautiful town hall, which is directly behind me. And you've got lots of factories here like Steelite, Burley, Wade, Moorcroft. The Market Hall is a Grade 2 listed building, and I believe the council are going to spend millions to try and get that back to normal. We've also got a beautiful park there, and of course we've now got the Lemmy statue. Burslem was also the birthplace of the famous potter Josiah Wedgwood, and home to several historic pottery factories. And here's the beautiful town hall, absolutely stunning. And you've got the angel at the top of the hall. And I don't know whether this is actually true, but apparently Robbie Williams, the song Angels, That's where he got the title from. Right, next I'm going to take you up Hanley Duck. Come with us. And here we go, we're up Hanley Duck. So Hanley became the main shopping centre of the Potteries when in 1910 it became a federated city with the merger of all 6 towns. Amongst some of the famous people born here in Hanley, football legend Sir Stanley Matthews and Captain E.J. Smith, the captain of the ill-fated Titanic, was born right here in Hanley. Coal mining. At one time there were many coal mines in North Staffordshire, and Hanley Deep Pit, which was right here, opened in 1854, and it was one of the deepest pits in North Staffordshire coalfields, and it reached a depth of 1,500 feet, and at its peak in the 1930s it employed some 1,500 to 2,000 men and boys, often producing 9,000 tonnes of coal a week. And the pit became a spoil heap and was left in situ. Then in the 1980s, the original site was cleared, landscaped and converted to Central Forest Park. Hanley also has a beautiful park. It has an amazing museum. We're actually in the cultural centre right here now. Beautiful Regent Theatre, fabulous Victoria Hall, which is right there. And of course, if you're a Stokey, you'll know the famous place in Hanley is the Blue Clock. Now, a famous saying here in Stoke-on-Trent is, "Cost thee kick a bow against a woe, and yet it till it bust." If you've heard that, you're a Stokey and you know you won. Next, we are going to head to Fenton. Come on with us. Now in beautiful Fenton, somewhere I've not actually been, right outside the War Memorial and the fabulous Town Hall. Now Fenton is one of the 6 towns that joined Hanley, Tunstall, Burslem, Longton and Stoke-upon-Trent to form the county borough of Stoke-on-Trent in 1910, later raised to the city status in 1925. Now Fenton is often referred to as the forgotten town because it was admitted by the local author Arnold Bennett because of its works based in the area, including one of the most famous novels. Potters settled in Fenton in large houses alongside the pot banks around this area. And such houses include the Great Fenton Hall, Fenton House, home of the Baker family, Heron Cottage, Grove House. Fenton has been home to a number of potteries, such as Coalport, Baker and Company, and architectural heritage includes listed bottle ovens around here. And did you know, during the First World War, Fenton was bombed by the Zeppelin L-21. So we've got also a beautiful park in Fenton and this fabulous, wonderful town hall. And just check out the church. Absolutely beautiful. Right, next we're going to take you to Longton. Come on with us. Here we go, we're in Longton, but not just Longton. This is known as Times Square, Longton. Beautiful town hall. So let me tell you about Longton. It was a market town in the parish of Stoke-on-Trent, county of Staffordshire, and the town still has a market housed, attractively renovated market hall. And Longton is an ancient village with hundreds of years of history. It was long straddling township, hence its name, for centuries, until the population doubled in the space of a decade in the 1960s. Coal miners in Hanley and Longton area ignited the 1842 general strike and associated the pottery riots. The summer of 1842 was the time of the riot across the North and the Midlands of England, including North Staffordshire. The district has a long history for a base of pottery industry, such as Paragon China and Ainsley China, which is right here in Longton. And several manufacturers have a presence along with the Gladstone Pottery Museum. Rosalind Works, which adjoins the latter, now home to the several small scale manufacturers of ceramics. Florence Colliery, which opened in the 19th century, was one of the pits here in North Staffordshire coalfield, and it connected underground to another pit at Hem Heath, and that was closed in the 1990s. Belstaff of Longton is a garment manufacturer best known for producing waterproof jackets. If you didn't know that, you know it now. And that's right here in Longton from 1924 by Eli Balovich and his son-in-law Harry Grosberg. Belstaff produced all-water leather jackets for motorcyclists, and it was the first company to use waxed cotton. So again, we've got Gladstone Pottery, fabulous place to go to, and just look at this, the Longton Town Hall. And we're right here, as we said, in Times Square. Right, the final sixth town I'm going to take you to is Stoke-upon-Trent. Come on with us. The sixth and final place, we're here in Stoke-upon-Trent. Gave its name to the city and home to the mainline railway station, Staffordshire University and Stoke Indoor Market, which we're outside now. And it was the former centre of government for the district of Stoke City Football Club, which was founded in 1863, making it the second oldest professional football club in England and in the world. Right, some facts I'm going to give you of our one Stoke-on-Trent. Did you know the Houses of Parliament floor tiles were made right here in Stoke? The tiles on the floor of the Houses of Parliament in London made by Minton of Stoke-on-Trent, a rival of Royal Dalton. Coal mining in Stoke-on-Trent broke national and world records. The colliery at Woolstanton, when modernised, had the deepest mine shafts in Europe at 3,197 feet. In 1933, Chatley Whitfield became the first colliery in the country to mine 1 million tonnes of coal. And in 1992, the combined Trentham superpit, Hem, Heath and Florence, was the first mine in Europe to produce 2.5 tonnes of saleable coal. The Staffordshire hoard, discovered near Malcoff in 2009, contains over 4,000 pieces of 7th century gold and silver warfare artefacts. And the Anglo-Saxon treasure includes fittings that have been passed through the Potteries region when it was part of the Kingdom of Mercia. And that collection was valued at 3 million, and it represents the largest hoard of Anglo-Saxon gold ever found, and that can still be seen at the Birmingham Museum and here in the Potteries Museum. We mentioned it before, Captain Edward John Smith, born 1850 in Hanley to 1912. He was the ill-fated commander of the RMS Titanic and famously went down with the ship when she sank on the 15th of April 1912. And if you want more interesting facts, guitar legend Slash of Guns N' Roses grew up in Stoke-on-Trent near Longton. And of course, Lemmy Kilmister, now got his statue in Burslem. He was born in Burslem. Phil Taylor, nicknamed The Power, is regarded the greatest darts player of all time, with a whopping 16 world champion titles, and he originated from Burslem. The city is home to the oldest surviving bottle kilns in the world, dating back to the 18th century, and these iconic structures were once used for firing pottery and now serve as a reminder to Stoke-on-Trent's industrial heritage. And today, the city remains a major hub for ceramics industry, with companies like Wedgwood, Royal Dalton, Spode, Emma Bridgewater and Port Merion still based here. So, why don't you come to our one, visit Stoke? It's not all that bad. I know we are obviously as bad. We've done some videos showing bad areas of Stoke, but it's just like the rest of the country. Come over to our one, try our famous oat cakes, listen to the language. We've got beautiful Alton Towers here, the Monkey Forest, amazing scenery, Malcoff, and these beautiful bottle kilns. And to finish on an even more positive note, we've got the new goods yard development set to open really soon. And if you haven't already, come and see the Lemmy statue. Now, hope you've enjoyed the quick tour of all the 6 towns that make up our one Stoke-on-Trent. And just before you go, little video back at our home with Mum, and we're going to show you the fabulous language here in Stoke-on-Trent. Right then, continuation of the video. We're back in our beautiful summer house. So not only do proper Potters accents, Stokies have an abundance of bizarre phrases and words thanks to the Potteries dialect, and there are some people that just don't get it unless they've actually lived and worked here. So I've got Mum with me at the moment, I've got Nick with me as well, and we're going to go through a few old phrases. I think is it called talking broad or something like that?
Talking broad.
And obviously your mum used to talk very, very broad, didn't she?
Yes, she spoke normally, but if she got upset, then I could hardly tell what she said.
She'd talk broad.
Because she could really, really talk broad when she was upset.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through a few sayings here and see if you remember them, yeah? And then see if you can say it in broad or whatever, and we'll both have a go. So, the first one is, have you seen anything up Hanley? How would that be saying in broad?
Have you seen any? Hast thou seen out up Hanley?
Absolutely spot on.
That's right.
Hast thee saying out up Hanley?
Yes, asked they. And the word is asked, they, saying. Those are the 3 words, not.
So keep watching. We've got
not
loads more to come. Right, the next one, how are you?
How at?
How at? Absolutely bang on. Right, next one, I'll have a bit of that.
I'll have a bit of that. Summit.
Well,
word.
That could be part of it.
Yeah.
The word I'm looking at is I'll have a beer of that. A beer.
No, I'll have a beer
of that and
of
some.
that.
Yeah.
Summit.
Right, a football. What do they call a football in broad? A bow.
Footbow.
A footbow. What's broken? If something's broken, what's broken?
Brock.
Brock. I love it.
It's brock.
Okay, well another word is burst. If something's burst. So if you burst a balloon.
Burst a balloon.
It's a good one, this.
No.
Bossed.
Bossed.
Bossed a balloon or something like that.
Oh, it's bossed.
Now,
Yes.
the next one's one of my favourites. Birthday. What's that in broad?
Birthday. How old at?
How old at? That's one. But the one I'm looking at is bothty. Is it your bothty?
Oh, it's your bossty, yeah.
Your bothty.
Yeah, how old
That's
at?
your bothty.
Oh, how old at? Is it your bossty?
Now, I really like this one, and this was obviously a popular one in the olden days. Can you pass me the television remote?
Cost. Well, you wouldn't have a television remote in my mother's days.
Well, no, but
So,
at some point.
Can you is cost?
Yeah.
Cost give me that there
TV remote.
TV remote. But
Yeah. A famous word they used to use, apparently, according to what I've got here, is chuck. So one here is canst chuck as the telly
chuck it over.
Canst chuck it
Canst
over.
Canst chuck it over, yes.
Like that one. Really like this one.
Yes, canst chuck it over. But it wouldn't be a remote because there was no such thing in my mother's time.
Now, I've not heard this next one. I'm starving to death. How would they say that in broad?
I'm starving to death. I'm famished.
I'm famished, that's probably one. But it's here, it says, I'm clemped.
Oh, I'm clemdith.
I'm clemdith. I'm clempdith, is it, or something like that?
I'm clempt. Oh,
I've not heard of that one.
give us some. I'm clempt.
Not heard that one. So, obviously, if you're a Stokey, We all call each other certain things, and
Duck.
duck.
Yeah, but that's very, very convenient, because if you see somebody and you just cannot think of the name for the minute,
Yeah,
you can say, "Hello, Duck, how are you?"
absolutely.
And you can get away without saying the actual word.
Right, the next one is here you go. How's that said in broad?
Here you go. Got me, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if I'm saying it right. ER. ER. ER.
Well,
ER you go.
that would be if I was giving you something.
Yeah.
If I was giving you a biscuit.
Ear. Oh no, that's it. Ear.
If I was giving you a biscuit, I'd say, "Here are you."
That's right, so perfect, you see there. Right, okay, so I really like this one. Okay, so say this in broad for me. Get yourself a coat on, it's freezing. How is that said in broad?
Oh, now then.
I really like this one.
Get
Yep.
your coat.
No.
We used to call it
Well,
a
coat, it's coat, yeah.
Well, it's coat.
Yeah, it's a coat.
Get your coat
Yeah.
get your coat on your back.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, get yourself a coat on, it's freezing. Get the sun, a coat on, it's freezing.
Get this on, yes.
Get this on.
This on, yes.
I really like that. Right, I like this one too. Really good fun. What do they call a horse?
Horse.
A horse. Get on the horse.
Shift that horse out of the way.
Love it.
Shift it out of the way.
She's absolutely brilliant at talking
I
broad.
know, shift it out of the way.
Right, here's another one.
I don't like horses.
What do they call? I mean, we know a stew. Yeah. What's a stew called in broad?
Stew. Clue. Give me a clue.
Begins with L.
No.
Lobby. Get the lobby.
Oh.
Get the lobby on.
Oh, a lobby. Nobody ever says anything else around here now, is that I'm getting a lobby. And a lobby means loads and loads of vegetables and meat.
Yeah.
And put it in and slow. But people now do cook lobbies all the time.
Right. How do they say make? In broad.
Mac.
Mac.
Mac it.
Mac.
I can't mac that.
Now, I've heard this one quite a lot. Wife or a girlfriend?
Now you're going to start off. You are my son.
Yeah. So girlfriend or wife is you or my.
You're my son.
Right. So the one I'm looking for is my lady. You're my lady.
No, my lady, but my son. Or my husband. Or
what's morning?
Moaning.
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 It's moaning time.
Yeah, it's not. You're not actually moaning. You're moaning.
Right. Now, I'm always complaining about this one. So somebody's cold. What did they say when somebody was cold?
Oh, freezing.
You're frizzing, or you're beginning with an N. You're frizzing or beginning with an N.
Go on.
And you can read this one.
Freezing or going. Well, no, I would say to you, if you were cold, I'd say, oh, you're a nesh carrot.
Nesh carrot. There we go. Nesh.
Nesh carrot.
Absolutely.
I don't know why carrot comes into it, but you're always a nesh carrot.
Absolutely love the Stokey language. Now, this is a really good one. If you're awkward.
Awkward.
Awkward. You're being awkward. Love it. A classic one for food. What's food known as?
Well, say I was going to cut up for your dinner.
Yeah.
I should say, I'm just going to cut your snapping up now. Cut your snapping up now.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
It is. Another one I really like. I love them all. How did they say, do you know?
Does they know?
They knowst.
Dost they knowst?
Just they knowst.
Dost they knowst?
And obviously, very popular one for all of us, home.
Home.
So, home here in Stoke-on-Trent, what's it known as?
Well, you're sitting here now.
You're going
You're sitting
back
here
home,
now.
what would we
Well,
say?
this is your wom.
Wom. We're going Wom to Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah, but you're sitting in your wom now.
Unbelievable. Now, I really like this one. I'm going to do the English kind of version, and then Mum's going to give it you in broad and the
gosh.
Stokey accent, okay?
If I can.
Right. Can you kick a ball against a wall and head it until it breaks?
One or two versions of this.
Okay.
Right, the one I know is 'cause they kick a bow again a woe, then yed it till they bust it.
'Cause they kick a bow against a woe
No,
and yet it
'cause
till
they
it bust.
'Cause they kick a bow again a woe,
Again a woe.
then yed it
And yet it.
till they bust it. That's the version I know.
Absolutely brilliant.
But there's
Absolutely
one or two
fantastic.
versions of that.
Fantastic. So, popular things that we used to say as well. If we were going to Hanley, we wouldn't just say we're going to Hanley, would we?
Going, I'm going up Hanley.
Up Hanley.
I'm going.
I'm going up Hanley.
Oh, I'm going up Hanley.
So what would they say?
And then you'd say on bus, but we never actually say the word the. No matter what we say, if you're going to somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm going to catch the bus to Hanley. We never ever say the word this. I'm going Hanley.
Now, another popular night spot was Newcastle under Lyme, but we never called it Newcastle, did we? So,
Castle.
Castle. But it always used to be up Hanley, or what was Castle?
Down Castle.
Down Castle.
We're going down Castle
We're
now.
going down Castle.
No, we're going down Castle now.
Now, I know on this sheet that I've got here, you've written down quite a few phrases as well. So, let's read what you've put here. So, the English, can you do it for me?
'Cause they do this for me.
Can you, cos they do this for me?
'Cause they do this for me. 'Cause
Love
they
it.
do this for me. But we do speak quick.
Yeah.
'Cause they do that for
Yeah,
very
it just
quick.
comes out quick. I like this one too. I can't do that.
Oh, I canna do that.
Love it. Absolutely love
Canna
it.
do that, canna. 'Cause they do it.
I
I canna do it.
I canna.
No, I canna do it 'cause they do it.
I canna, no.
Why canna you do it?
I don't know. Right. Farther up here.
Further up there.
Oh, further up here.
Further up there.
Further up there. So further up the road.
Further up the rear. That's where I've got work. You live further up the rear.
Now this is classic.
Your one
I remember
further
so
up the
many.
rear.
I remember so many of these. What is the matter?
What's up with they?
What's up with they?
What's up with they?
Don't know where it is.
Dost thou know where it is?
I love it. Dust.
Dost
No,
thou
where
know
it is.
where it is?
Okay, I'm cold today.
Oh, I'm frozen today.
I'm frozen today. That's what we call today.
Yeah.
Eat your tea.
Get it down thee. It's there to eat.
Get it down thee.
Get
Love
it down thee. It's there to eat.
Right, another one. Do it yourself.
I canna do that.
I am doing that.
I am doing that.
Unbelievable.
I am doing that.
So get down there.
Get this hand down there.
Wow. And then drink it.
Get it down, you.
Get it down thee. Absolutely classic, isn't it? Really, really good.
Oh, there's so many things now.
So there's so much to Stoke, and it's a really wonderful time to celebrate 100 years of the city of Stoke-on-Trent.
But what you've got to remember is we speak very, very quickly.
Yeah, we've definitely got an accent, and I know
We've got
you
an
guys
accent.
watching, wherever you are in the world, wherever
you've
you are
got
in the
to-
UK,
Yeah.
you'll know we've got an accent.
That I can't remember more. because it was a way of letting, as far as my parents were, not my dad, my mother, was a way of letting off steam.
Yeah, yeah.
Always.
Right, for you guys that are watching, let's see if we can do a little bit of fun. Let's have a quick chat in Broad, and I'll see if I can answer you.
What want talk about? What does they want talk about?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Because I cost they think.
Why costly do they think?
I don't know.
They must know something to talk about.
Cost no nothing.
What about the weather? It's raining cats. Oh, it's raining cats and dogs.
It's absolutely freezing.
It's freezing. It's raining cats and dogs.
So
Put the coat on.
Cost they put the kettle on.
Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on now. Put the kettle on now.
And what are we having for snapping?
Ooh, snapping. What does want?
Just know.
What could eat?
I could cost eat an oss. I can
You
eat
could
an oss.
You must be hungry if you could eat an oss.
So there you go. There's a little bit of fun. If you've enjoyed that little bit, give me a big thumbs up. Drop me some comments right now, and let me know how we've gone on with the dialect. So I hope you've enjoyed that little bit of fun, and again, it's going to be an exciting year when we continue the year.
The time when you might hear that more than anything is where you go to a football match.
Oh yeah, I bet they're definitely in a football match.
People start getting all excited.
Yeah.
And then they start shouting at the players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your finger out. Get your foot out. Get this out.
Absolutely. So
Costner see the goal. Costner see the goal post. Costner. You would hear. Well, I can remember that when I used to go and Stoke and that. I think there was such a lot of people shouted round you, you know.
Yeah.
And that's because it was a spontaneous thing they wanted to say.
Yeah.
They don't think about it.
No.
And then the goal's over there. Costner, they see it. You know, Costner missed that.
Obviously, she can go on forever, as you can see. She knows an awful lot abroad. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And let's move on. If you've enjoyed that video today, and happy birthday to our one Stoke-on-Trent. If you have enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments, and please subscribe to the channel. And as a Stokey will say, get thyself down here. We'll see you soon in our one, and make sure you have some of our fabulous oatcakes. See you soon.